Hi, this is Sally Morgan, physical therapist, craniosacral therapist, and Tellington T-Touch practitioner for animals and people. This is Tristan. He's a Corgi, and this is an episode of Conversations with a Corgi. And today, this Corgi is really tired because not only did he have a long walk with his girlfriend Coco yesterday, our neighbor can terrier, but he was at the Ashfield Corgi picnic where he had just such a good time running around with all the Corgis. Every car that arrived, he and several other Corgis ran over to greet that person and then ran back and forth a few times. And then Corgis were running around, jumping in the pool and chasing each other while one was retrieving a ball. So he's tired today. Excuse me. So with so much going on in North Carolina, South Carolina, and the South with this tremendous storm Florence, I thought it was a good day to talk a little bit about what we can do besides sending heart hugs to the people and animals there. One thing you can do is think about volunteering in your shelter. This does not have to be a lifetime commitment, but even just for a few months right now, if you could give some time to your local shelter, because shelters all over the East Coast and probably out spreading towards the West are going to be getting really full with rescued dogs and cats and other pets from the whole situation with Florence. Dogs that were already in shelters will be trying to get out and sent up to this area and all around the country to find homes for them. And it is a time that volunteers are going to be really needed at shelters. So go and apply, even if you can only give an hour a week. That's more than no hours. And if you're lucky enough to have a shelter near you, that won't be too hard for you. And one of the things, I work with some shelter volunteers here at my house with rescued dogs on a pretty frequent basis. And they said that one of the most important things, and they get tons of volunteers, is that volunteers don't realize what you have to do in your work as a volunteer. Everybody thinks you're going to pet some dogs and you're going to take them for walks, and that's your job. Well, just as I discovered with being a physical therapist and seeing that my time with patients was very limited and only a tiny 10% of what I had to do, and there was a lot of crap that went with it. Same with teaching. Time with the students, very tiny, and there's a lot of other stuff that goes with it. The same comes to working in a shelter as a volunteer. You know, the walking of the dog is 1% of what you'll need to do, and lots of shelters don't even have people do that. What you will be needed for are things like doing laundry, cleaning out the poopies, giving dogs baths, things that are a little unpleasant and a little bit difficult and that they don't have enough paid help to do. So the icing on the cake at the end of your hour may be to take that dog whose pen you cleaned, bowls you scrubbed, and gave a bath to, taking him for a little walk. But don't expect that it's a glamorous job, and certainly spraying out crates and things like that, disinfecting areas of the facility. These are all jobs that volunteers can do. Sorting the many blankets and things that shelters get is another job that shelters need volunteers for. So when you do sign up to help a shelter, which would be a great thing if you could, just be aware that the job is not glamorous. And I certainly know from my time with Michelle at Monkey's House in New Jersey, which is a dog hospice and sanctuary, that finding volunteers isn't easy. For her, she needs people that have a trained eye so that they can see if a dog is in any kind of medical situation and intervene, so that she can feel comfortable knowing that if she's not there every minute, that somebody does know what's going on with the dogs and can keep track of all of them. And she needs people to be committed to a certain schedule because she has a very small place, and you know, this random hour here and there is not good for her situation. But many big shelters do like to have you come in for that random hour here and there. And even if you're just cleaning a bunch of hamster and guinea pig cages, I mean, it's not that hard to do, and it really helps the shelter and it really helps the pets. So in terms of your response to this hurricane, think about giving some time to the shelters in your area, because every shelter is going to be affected by this. The devastation is pretty far reaching, and people were more likely than not able to bring their pets with them this time, unlike other hurricanes. But you know, elderly, disabled people have enough trouble worrying about themselves and are not necessarily able to track down the 3 cats in the house and get them to safety. And so and certainly all throughout North Carolina, there are many shelters running on a shoestring and a prayer. and I don't know, they have poor facilities in the first place, so I don't know how they're coping with this. But I know that shelters are going to need volunteers for at least 6 months to help place dogs, doing pictures of them, posting them on Facebook, things like that, trying to get in touch with breed rescues to take particular types of dogs. All these things can be really helpful to shelters. So if you have any expertise in any area, do think about contacting your local shelter and volunteering some time, even just for a few months while they're going to be inundated from this hurricane. So thanks for joining us today. We're having a short episode because my boy can hardly hold himself up. He's so tired. I have a pretty busy day. I have a radio interview for the radio show that I'm doing this morning. Very exciting one with a person that's an expert in raw feeding for cats. So look forward to hearing that in October. And what else do we have going on? We're going to meet one of our Corgi friends and share in the joy of the Corgi bumblebee from Target. My dog is falling. My dog's falling. What is cute. I had a lot of swimming. So everybody have a great day. Enjoy your time off. I have a really busy day today. My time off will be at my job tomorrow. So thanks for joining us, and we'll see you soon. This week we are at our job as an educator Monday and Wednesday, so we will see you on Tuesday and Thursday, and then I'm off to New Jersey for my niece's wedding shower. So I don't know what my schedule will be like. Certainly I probably won't do this on Friday. Saturday morning, I might try to interview my mother again if she can hold her excitement. She's so excited about the wedding shower. So hopefully I can get her to talk about animals too, because she loves them too. All right, thanks for joining us. Have a great day.